Alright, folks, welcome back to Faulkner Zero. And yeah, today I'll be talking about Overlords, the Destiny. Be talking about the decks in full capacity, and how to be prepared to get the deck, and also preparing for Ultimate Strike because Ultimate Strike is pretty good set, and I suggest you guys saving up. If you're free to play like me, saving up from now is I think a best choice, I guess. And let's talk about it. This deck brings me to Legend 18, which is pretty good. And yeah, let's talk about the deck. Okay, let's talk about the deck. The deck is pretty good. I'm gonna be talking all about it, and I will not talk about this again later, I guess, in the future. But yeah, right now let's talk about it and let's see. This deck has I don't know if my build is like the best build or not, but I believe um, you know since I've been playing this deck like for 2 or 3 days, I think, and I really like it. I really like it. I enjoy it. I think they have like a best synergy too. So let's talk about this and get you guys know about the decks and also all the cards, all the new cards, some of the new cards, and also my build and how my deck actually works, so I can get up to that Legend 18. Let's go. For the starter, I think it's pretty simple. It's Conroe. Every Kagero deck uses Conroe. Of course, the OG starter CB1 can take all any grade 1 or lower, I think. And we have quite a choice here. I'm gonna go and actually put the best deck out there. But we have 4 Damjet. We have 2 of these. I don't know if I want to decrease this as 1 and put this as more, because this thing is pretty good. This Lizard Conroe, I think the name, I forget. This guy is your Kagero, sorry, Overlord searcher. So basically, when you call this to the field, you can discard 1 card, and then you can take any Overlord. So you can take your Destiny, or basically you take Destiny. And then the second skill is also very good. Retire this unit, and then Vanguard gets a skill. It is when attacks CC2. This is very good if you use maybe the Ace or Ziggenberg. So the Ace is like CB2, and then you can countercharge 4, which is very good. And then with Ziggenberg CB1, countercharge 4 is pretty good. Yeah, so this card is very good. Of course, sometimes I use this also to discard my Overlord to take another Overlord. Why I want to have Overlord in the drop zone? It's because of this card. This card is freaking good. This gray one is very good. This one is, yeah, it's very good. So basically, this card when called, it can return 2 Overlords. I think that one has a heal symbol. I think you cannot return an Overlord in the heal with a heal trigger. So basically, just all the Overlord with except the heal one. So you're probably just going to use heal guard here, so it doesn't matter. You can return up to 2, and if you return 2, you can draw 1. So this is pretty good. This is recycling your triggers. This is recycling your Overlords. Just get back to the deck. Helps you out for not decking out. Also draw 1, which is very good. It's like a plus and plus. You need to call this and then have 2 Overlords in the drop zone. Just freaking good. And then the second skill is I think if you have an Overlord in your hand, you can strike with this unit if it's in the rearguard circle just by retiring it. So a lot of people actually don't know this skill, and they decide not to retire this, or maybe not blocking this. For example, I already faced some of their opponents, and they just going to target this guy, which is, I don't know why. They're afraid of countercharging, but I will morph to this guy, But sometimes you cannot use this if you don't have Overlords in your hand. Okay, Damjet, a lot of PG choices here. We have the Blaze one, we have the discard 1, draw 1. We have the countercharging PG, but all of that is a triple R. So if you don't really have a triple R, I think CC PG is also very good, because this deck CB a lot, I guess, from the Destiny. The Ace, Ziggenberg. If you don't use Ziggenberg and use the Ace, it's CB for CB heavy. I think that's all the CB. Also the Conroe. So basically, when you first try, you already have CB2. So, but you still have this Conroe, so it's pretty good. It's still able to help you out with countercharging. So that's why I'm going for Damjet. This one can help you withdraw. For the grade 2. The grade 2 here is kind of tricky because sometimes this does not work if we don't have a grade 4. Uh, a grade 4 Overlords, because it doesn't gain power. So this unit skill, the first skill, is if you have an Overlord in your hand, so plus 1, and then you can retire stuff in like the same row. And then the next skill, I guess, if you have an Overlord grade 4, this unit gets 2k for each damage your opponent have in your damage zone. So you can get up to 19k, I guess, the most one. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's very powerful. I think it's the same one as this grade 2 here, right here. This card, if it calls or ride, I guess, because it's Vanguard and regular circle, if you don't have an Overlord in your hand or you don't have an Overlord Vanguard, this unit gets minus 5k. So, you know, remember to have an Overlord everywhere in your Vanguard, your hand. That's why we use all Overlord grade 3. That's why we use Overlord grade 3, all of them. And I think it's the same. The second skill is the same. If you have a grade 4, what is it? A grade 4 Overlord, this unit gets 2k for each of damage in your opponent's damage zone. So this unit can get up to 20k. Just freaking good. Again, freaking good. With the 7k is already like with the booster here, they already bypassed the heal trigger, the heal guard. So that's freaking good. They all freaking good, man. So okay, this one is pretty normal when attacks against 5k. I think this one is pretty good. With a combo with the Ace or Zickenberg with 2 attacks, this thing is pretty good. This one is only for counter charger. Counter charger. Because the soul is very important for Overlords, because Overlord has a very unique skill, which, you know, the first one, soul plus 1, and it can remove any unit. So basically, this can get bypass a lock card and also a resist card. Man, resist card. So basically, like golds, if you see that those resist card that you cannot walk, you cannot retire, you cannot bottom decking, this unit can just remove it from the field. Bro, like crazy, like damn. But somehow I cannot bypass the the starter the starter, what is it, immune. I don't know why. Like for example, like for the Chrono Dren G, I tried to use the Soul Blast skill and cannot. But you cannot but it can bypass the resist, which is the circle. Let me show you the unit. So yeah, Overlord can bypass this thing, the resist one. And you know, this one cannot be retired, cannot be locked, cannot be bottom decking, but Overlord the Destiny can get rid of this thing. Oh my god, it's so crazy. When first time I use it, like let's just try it, and then oh wow, it works. I thought it only works, you know, when in a lock card or something, but this also works. Like cool. Yeah, but somehow when I use it on Chrono Dren here, I cannot get removed. I think it's because the skill is this unit cannot be removed. So basically, you know, you cannot just remove this card. So basically, you can bypass the resist, but cannot bypass this unit that they cannot be get rid of. You know. Yep. So that's the first skill of the Destiny, and it's pretty damn cool. And it's pretty damn cool. But the first time I used it, like, oh my god, what? This will change the game. Like golds, goodbye golds. Okay, and then the next one is when you stride on top of this card, CP1 and look at retire one rearguard, any of it, and then look at top 7 and then search for an Overlord, and then take it to your hand, put it in your hand. So it's pretty good to get an Overlord. Why you need an Overlord? Of course, you want to use the Perch. This thing is pretty good, and also you want to use the Ace. The Ace also neat for Overlord in the deck in hand. Sorry. So yeah, that's my my goal. And for the rest, Overlord, I just thinking, you know, putting this thing is maybe like okay because I have counter charger, so maybe I can use this. It's good, but it's kind of impossible. I never used it once. The Legend, I don't know why. Maybe this is a backup grade 3 when I don't have it. So yeah, that's it. That's it. and then we use Heal Guard. For the G units, I will change some of them, basically. It's just because I don't have them. Let's go with the Perch. Of course, the Perch is very, very, very good. Once per turn, you can flip a G units, and then you can put an Overlord from your hand to your soul, and then this unit can give you damage. Just if your opponent has 4 or less damage, can give your opponent 1 damage. Just it's very good for pushing. So before 5, this unit is freaking good. But if 5, it's either you want to go Ziggenberg or DAs. GB3, GB3 is you drive check the same number of what is it? Yeah, you drive check the same number as your opponent damage. There we go. That's why I said that this unit has if you don't damage your opponent until 5 after you strike into this, you can go into the next strike to this again. So you can use the GB3. But unfortunately, I don't have the second one. I can craft it though, but I'm waiting for pulling it. I'm waiting for this guy also Wumble to make a Starfader deck. This all skill is pretty good for pushing before 5. So pushing to 5. This card is the way. Having 2 of them is I think pretty good because sometimes your opponent maybe get lucky like heals and stuff. They will stay at 3 or 4. And 4 is not a really good spot for maybe Ziggenberg or the Ace. I think it's the worst for the Ace. I think Ziggenberg's still okay with 4, but I'm using Ace, so for me, staying at 4 is bad for your opponent. So probably having this 2 will helps me a lot with the deck, but unfortunately, I still didn't get them. This card is pretty good actually. This card is pretty good. Blaze, once per turn, CB1, turn 1 G unit face up. And then it gets to draw 1. It gets a skill here. Get to draw 1, and then when attacks, you get to draw 1, and then I think retire 1 here card. That's the skill that I've seen. So the draw 1 is pretty good, but the CB is kind of the problem here because sometimes it's hard also to camp charging if you don't have the lizard gunner. Sorry, the lizard grade 1. All right. I use this because of the critical and only have 1, so I use this sometimes for critical for pushing the 5 because I don't have the second perch. I use this because I don't know. I never used this, so there you go. The ace is pretty good for finishing. Of course, CB2, G Persona Blast, and then this unit gets drag -1 once per turn. You can discard an Overlord. And then another card, and then you draw 1, and then this unit stand and gets 5k. And that's it. That's it. It's pretty good. It's comboing with Nehalem, I guess. The grade 2 Nehalem is pretty good. So this Nehalem can gain like 10k. 10k. Yeah, and also it gains 2k when have an Overlord Vanguard. So that's very cool. And you can also use Ziggenberg. The problem with Ziggenberg. The problem here with Ziggenberg that I'm thinking also is these 2 cards. This 2 cards is kind of weird with Ziggenberg because it doesn't gain power because you need a grade 4 Overlords. This unit 2. So basically they're just 10k and then 9k. So I think for me I like the Ace more because this when at 5 this is 20k. This is 19k. Alright. If I have a booster, they both is gonna bypass the heal guard. Or maybe if I don't have a booster, I just need to like pull a trigger or something. Still not enough. Yeah, still not bypass the heal guard, but it's still very powerful. So you don't need a booster for this. So if you play Ziggenberg and your opponent is 11k, and then if you call this only 9k without a booster, 10k with a booster, you can hit. But if you have the Ace, this unit can become 19k and also 20k, which is very good. So for me, I don't know, man. But the Ace is CB2 and also discard 2. And it has to be an Overlord, which is very hard to achieve, I guess. But, it's very powerful, but it's also easy to get Overlord in this deck. Use the stride skill, check top 6. Check top 6, sorry, 7 is very easy to get Overlords, man. I get it all the time, almost all the time. And also you have a Searcher for Overlord, so I don't see why this Ace is not really the best for this deck, so that's why I only have the Ace, so there we go. And then the rest is just for flipping. I'm flipping the perch sometimes with this with this one. I'm flipping the new double R units with this one also. So there's 2 cards just for flipping. So I don't really use them. But yeah, the ace has a very good reason to be in this deck, and that's why I use it. And it's easy to get because it's from Fighters Collection 1. There we go. If I have more of these, I'm probably gonna put this, I guess. Probably I will go like this, you know. Maybe I just need this one. I don't need you two. Probably I will go 2 of you and then 2 of Ziegenberg. I don't have Ziegenberg. I have an SP one, but I destroy it. There you go. Probably going to be like this. You know, it's not that bad. This one is only for crits. I don't really. Oh yeah, no. I will not go for this one. Probably I will go for the second purge. There you go. Yeah, probably going for the second purge is better. There you go. And then, you know, the purge is putting again, when the purge, you're putting this unit into your soul. You can just soul blast using the skill. Soul blast. Soul blast this unit. This unit gonna be in the drop zone. And what you do, you recycle it with this one. And you get to draw 1 if you return 2, which is very good. So my combo here is, first off, I have this as a Vanguard, and then I have the Destiny also in my hand. First of all, I use the Soul Blast here to Soul Blasting anything, maybe Soul Blasting the Purge, the Overlord that went to the Soul after the Purge stride, and then retire stuff, and then I rewrite again with the Destiny, and the Destiny that I have before will be in the Soul, and I use it again because this is start of the turn. I can use it again, Soul Blast this one again, and then retire stuff again, and then I call this, and I recycle 2 backs, 2 of the Destiny back or 2 Overlords back. I get to draw 1. The combo is very good. Retiring stuff is very powerful. Can bypass or resist. Can retire literally anything in the field except maybe like the unit that cannot be removed. So unit that cannot be removed will be good. So there we go. Gancelot for Blaster Blade is gonna be good. And yeah, that's it. I guess that's for the deck. The Ace and Ziegenberg is probably the one that you want to be thinking. For me, if I have Ziegenberg, okay, if I have Ziegenberg, I will look at the field. If I have this grade 2, I will go for Ziegenberg. But I think if I have this two unit right here, and I have an Overlord, I have like the stuff for using the Ace, I will go for the Ace. I will combo it with the Lizard here. This Lizard guy right here. This is Soldier right here for countercharging 4. So yeah, there we go. That's the deck. It's a full deck. It's like 18 minutes. I'm sorry if I talk too long, but this is a full guide of the deck. And how do you want to get it? How do you want to get this deck? It's very simple, I guess. Starter is, you got it for free. This 2 card is from the new set, from the Ultimate Strike, set 14. This one, I guess, is from... Oh, this one is from set now, GBT 11. Sorry, GBT 11, I guess. With Shiranui, the first Shiranui Oboro. You don't need to actually like go for this. If you don't have it, just go for the CCPG. But it's not really that necessary. But if you have it, if you just have it, just go for it. This one from the first set, Fighters Collection, is probably just gonna get you 4. This one also from the new set, so probably if you don't have the material, if you don't want to pulse or maybe anything, just can craft this. Triple R is easy to craft. You just have to, farm it. Pre-farm it for now. This one also from the set. This one is from the old one. Probably it's easy to craft too. This one is from the old one. This one is also from the old one, but apparently you will just got it from the rank reward. And I'm going for my second of this alternate art, the Destiny. And the legend, I don't really suggest the legend. Maybe you can put something else, but I don't have anything else. So yeah, probably just want the legend just for like a backup stride. Sorry, right, a backup right. And Overlord, because I don't know what to put in here. I don't think I want to put the Great because I have to put the Legion made also, right? Also for the Great is also very bad, I guess, because you need the end. There we go, the end. And thinking about the end, I don't know. This unit as a backup 3/3, I don't know if this is gonna be good or not. So I'm just going for normal overlords for neutral. Neutral one. Okay. Where's my Decross? Did I destroy it? Alright. Oh, I have. Sorry, it's here. Alright. For G units, I think what you want to prepare is probably the Ace. The Ace. I don't think this is necessary. I don't think this is necessary. But sometimes maybe if you see your opponent all out of triggers, like just go for this because it literally will bypass a heal 6 heal damage and also a PG if you don't have a great 3 hand. If your opponent doesn't have a great 3 hand. Also Ziegenberg, I think Ziegenberg is also very quite needed. If you have to, it's also very good. You can also use this in also all the Kagero deck, Coin. I think you can also use it in Seal Dragon. I think this one is very good. This one is from the new set, just Strawberry. This is a double R. And prepare your gems for the purge because you need to get 2 of them. At least 2 of them. 2 of them is pretty good. It's very like what is it? You need to. You trust me, guys. You need to. There you go. For pushing, this card is only used for pushing. That's it. We need 5. It's either go for Ziegenberg or the Ace. There you go. The Ace is very easy to get. First collection, it will be back again later in set 14. So it's for you guys. It's gonna be in February, I guess. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all the Overlords. This is my deck. This is my build. So you know, it's maybe if someone else out there has a better build or different build from me, I feel free to see what the deck does because I beat a lot of Kagero with this deck. I beat a lot of Kagero, so I don't know if my build is gonna be the best or not, but probably this is the best I could do for now. So if I have a future card that not a future card. I mean like in the future if I have like some new cards that I want to add in here too, you can also give the recommendations down below, I guess, to let me know. And maybe some things that I need to change or something. But yeah, it's my build. That's how I play this deck. This is how I get to Legend 18 again with this deck very easily, very fast, just in like 2 days, I guess. And I play it just by a little, just while watching like a World Cup or something. And that's it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. That's all from me. And there we go. This is my Overlord deck. I'll see you guys again in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Yep, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.